Hi guys, this is Lou, and I'm just, gonna try to go walk a little bit. The wind's blowing, but at least it's a little warmer. Maybe once my blood's pumping, I'll be all right. So, I just want to show you this tree over here. Look at that tree. That is a tall tree. And of course, this guy here was covered in blooms once upon a time. It was just full of white, like a popcorn ball. But I don't think it's an apricot tree. Maybe I'll go this way first. We'll see how I can handle the wind. No, it's just that, all this wintertime, the trees have been naked. No leaves. Except for the pine trees, they keep theirs. And so I'm just noticing the leaves. Makes nice shade. Just a pain when it's time for the leaves to go away, huh? What is that? I don't know what that is, but it's not in the road no more. No more, no more. Yeah. I'm being recorded. So they've got a surveillance system going on. This is where I thought that the house, the fence was open. There was like a tool belt thingy out on the road, on the sidewalk. I thought it looked suspicious, but I didn't want to touch anything. But they got it chained now. That's the first time I've heard that. So they've got a sensor that tells you are being recorded. But I'd just be walking, so if I'm walking too fast. Walking too fast. Yeah, the wind's just gonna blow me around. Well, it is true now. We only have one car, and I think he had plenty of room to get around me. Dad's all in there saying, "You didn't give the lawn people room." And he slept through the whole thing. They came, they did their job. I never heard nothing. But see, it is true. There's no one else parking in the driveway now. So we got room to just park wherever. But I don't think about a lawnmower guy. I mean, he's only been here one other time, because the winter was here. So he's just started. I gotta turn around before I throw up a problem. It's a sweet dog. Okay, so I'll just turn around right here and continue on my way. The sun feels good. Okay, so, here we are. It's the beginning of May. Happy anniversary, I think, to my brother and his wife. Nice family. Done all kinds of good in the world. The ripple effect will be a bunch. They've affected a lot of children's lives. My sister-in-law and my brother. I used to get them confused all the time. I would call my brother Joe, and Joe, I would call him Nate, or whatever it is I call him. Okay, so I can laugh at myself. Now, where was I? So, okay. I'm being recorded again. Okay, so anyway, she works with the, I want to say foreign exchange program. I'm not really sure what it's called, but she finds she has to do with foreign students coming in, and she sets up all these different schools where they can go, and she finds homes for them, or that's part of what she does, because she used to do that. Now she's over people who do that, and she's probably even over that, because I know she's quite something. You're very great, Melanie. Anyway, happy anniversary to you people. I love you. Even if we don't see each other, you know. The world is a small place, isn't it? One of these days, it'll be a very small place. No, it'll be a very large place. It's going to be the celestial kingdom. So I don't know what that really means. Except for that God lives on one. He lives on a sea of glass. So that's a trip, man. That means that's what this place will end up like. I'm gonna plug that little doggy. He's so cute. His tail's wagging. Should I come and pet you? Can I pet your dog? Cody? Are you smelling me, Cody? Are you smelling the fumes from that truck? Huh?
Okay, you said hi.
Okay. Okay. Don't get too friendly with the dogs. Anyway. I haven't really got any songs in my head. I was just trying to run through a couple. I should really just wait until I can do them justice. Okay, so in my mind's eye, I had put a little something different together about Jesus Christ and the God of this earth. But I couldn't really picture, still can't, the creation of all things that in them are. The heaven and the earth and all things that in them are. And then you find, geez, who knows when time began? Because it doesn't exist, first of all, but he was the first. So, he was the first child, spirit child. Now, I don't know how long it takes to have a spirit child, you know. They're gonna talk to me every time I go by. I go walking, see, I don't want to sing that. Can't even get my words right. My dad used to say my words mixed up. Kind of strange, huh? Anyway, I just walking because I haven't been. See, they've been cold and windy. It has been windy quite a bit. They're gonna talk to me again, probably. Or they should say, hey, we know her. It's okay, you can record me. I'm just not doing anything but walking. My body. Trying to make sure that I take my pills, man. Very important, because the infusion they gave me needs the calcium and the vitamin D3 to work. In other words, it'll be for naught if I don't take that and keep that in my system, I guess. Because that's what they're using for building materials, to build my bones back up. So very important not to be missing those. Now, I need 1,000 to 1,200 milligrams of calcium a day. And I need at least, 1,000 units would be better. I think they said at least 800. There's two different numbers on the bottle. And the first number is a small one. And then the next one, in parentheses, it'll say I believe that's the units. So it's easy to get 1,000 units at the store. But then I got on Amazon. I need to get on Walmart too, where you can order it and have it delivered, you know. Okay, turn around. Anyway, online you can get things you can't get in the store. Because it seems like at the store they just had 600 milligrams of calcium. And online I could get 1,200 milligrams of calcium, and it also had the vitamin D included. So then I just had to take one pill. But it is more money, but I need to order it anyway. I'm in favor of not taking so many pills. And it seems like every pill is going to have extra ingredients, you know. So if you can get everything you need in one pill, then you've got less extra ingredients. And then I guess there's a lot we need to learn about nutrition. There's a lot of oil right there. It needs to go away. House is looking a lot better, but it still needs help. Help, help, help. And my body needs help. I hope walking is good for it. My bones. I did buy some grapes. Those are supposed to be good for fighting cancer. And then there's, what else? I got distracted by this recording over here. You're being recorded. Okay. I was also picturing my PET scan. So I need to really work on. I mean, they're saying great things on there, so it's possible. I just need to do everything. So I did start making smoothies yesterday. I'm going to be doing that. Even if I will either make smaller smoothies, or I'll make sure there's vegetables in there. Hi. I'm being recorded. Okay. They're going to be seeing me over and over and over again. Because I just go in this little loop. Like I'm on a little treadmill, but it's the road. Okay, I started talking about Jesus. And I was saying what I had figured out in my head, okay? Yes, there's Father in heaven. That guy up there is Father and Mother in heaven, okay? And it's their world. And they've created probably millions of worlds by now. Because, you know, first of all, life is eternal. But, you know, I always thought that meant that you'd live forever. But maybe it does. But eternal life is a type of life. The one where you have become exalted. And you will have the same... I don't know. What I was reading today was talking about Jesus having a full knowledge of what his Father has. And was talking about us being able to do the same thing. So I don't know. The possibilities are endless, you know. But they were talking about the fact that there are 3 separate gods with one mind. And then they're counting the Holy Ghost as a God. Okay, and he's the one who testifies of the Father and of the Son. Meaning those chill bumps you get. When you feel the Spirit and you know it's the Spirit, I gotta turn around. That's the Holy Ghost. There'll be things, I get chill bumps quite often. Sun feels good. I think it's supposed to get to 66 today. Need to hitch a ride on my camel named Clyde. I hope Clyde's doing okay. I'm sure he's happy with Joe. Joe's good to his dogs. Anyway, I really need a buddy. I need an exercise buddy, someone to walk with and exercise with. I need to do the tighten up. I need to pull all my molecules in tight, reshape my body, become stronger, beat this cancer. I don't know. But they sure do say a lot of things online about, like I said, the food being the answer, nutrition. And there's all these different foods that kill cancer. And so I need to find out what they are and eat them. Okay, so they said tomatoes, but he said that to get the benefit out of the tomato, you need to heat it up. So you would put it like in a stew or a pasta sauce or something. But you need so many servings of that a week. And it gives you a certain something that your chemicals in your body need. They're going to have me on there all over the place. Okay. Yeah. My back is hurting. But I haven't been taking the pills. And I only take the BC when I need to. And if I have a headache, I put that bandana around my head. And sometimes that does it. So I don't need the pain reliever. Because what it does, I'll just tell you. I think I started to tell you the other day. Let me get up here. I'll have a pulsating headache, okay? Not these days, but I used to be plagued with them. And I put that bandana, I tie it around my forehead as tight as I can get it, usually, in the very beginning, okay, when you're putting it on. And then hopefully it stretches out just a little bit because you don't want it that tight. But you want it tight enough, and then you put it over the area where your head is pounding. And it cuts off that pounding. In other words, and the other thing I was showing you the other day, I put my fingers up here, and then you can actually put your thumb in your neck, that soft fatty stuff of your neck, and then your fingers over that pulsating thing. And then the pound will go down your fingers and into your neck down here, but it goes down your fingers and you don't feel it. I used to could not get, I had to eliminate that pulsating pain in order to be able to go to sleep, in order to get rid of the headache. So that bandana is a pretty important little thing. If you guys have that problem, cut off the circulation there with your fingers, like I'm doing right here. Put your fingers there and then put, I don't even know if you really need to put it in the soft thing, but you need to put your fingers there to stop that pounding. And you'll be able to feel it in your fingers, but it won't hurt. Okay, so that's a tidbit. That's a good tidbit. And you probably already know it because I would think you would find it if you were plagued with headaches. You'd be pushing on something that hurts, so probably didn't need to tell you, but sometimes we go through life hurting and there could be a simple solution. One is eating well. And when I say eating well, just good choices as to what you eat, and I got to learn what they are. But mushrooms is one. Mushrooms and tomatoes and, they haven't been saying cucumber, but I know cucumber is supposed to be a superfood. On that list, I have two different lists, and they're not necessarily, I need to look a lot more, because the lady, Amy, Dr. Amy, I don't know if she's a doctor. Anyway, pomegranate was her first one on the list. But I haven't seen pomegranate on Dr. Lee's list. And then there's probably other ones that give a list. But there's some good ones that fight cancer. And also that fight the blood vessels being made. They're acting like they can't grow the blood vessels if you'd have certain things in your system. But I don't know what they are. But the idea is to starve the blood vessels or starve the cancer because of not letting it have any blood vessels. Somehow they got that figured out. I don't know. But anyway, walnuts. All nuts is good for fighting cancer. He did mention walnuts for sure, but he said a lot of different nuts. And you know, you'd get sick of having the same nut every day, I guess. But he also said you only need a little bit every day. You don't need to have a whole bunch. For the grapes, all different colors of the grapes are good for fighting cancer. He talked about eating, you know, because I haven't done those, and I'm going to hurt. I haven't done those so much yet to figure out what they are, but talking about fasting, intermediate fasting or something like that. So what he was suggesting, and I'm not sure, I'm pretty sure he was talking about the cancer. That door is open or something. Oh, my back. Okay, let's go back. Being recorded. The wind's blowing pretty good. And I know I said grapes, all different colors. There's all different kinds of different cancers. I just think we're all going to die of cancer. That's the new disease. That's the new black plague. It's taking, I mean, how many people are going in because of cancer? All the stuff they're out there putting on our food. They know what they're doing. So why did they get away with that? They will not give the farmer a loan to take care of planting the crop and getting everything done unless he puts Roundup on the crops. Now, I'm not sure if it's totally just Roundup or other pesticides, but I believe it's Roundup. Anyway, that's not right. You know, they're worried about their crop. They're putting out the money for the crop, so they want the money back and all that, and I understand. But, you know, they're not taking into account the danger of that. Anyway, maybe they just want us to have disease, huh? So we'll have to have medication. I'll just stop right here at the black car since they're out and the dog was out, and he don't want me getting too friendly with the dog. I could tell that. Just give me some kind of sign, girl. Oh, my baby. Show me that you're mine, girl. Oh, yeah. Do 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 do. All right, so me and my dad are gonna have to come to blows. That guy had time. He got room. I'll have to bring him outside here. Cause see, I didn't even park on just this side. I'm in the middle. I believe I gave him plenty of room all the way around. but I wasn't trying to park for the guy because I wasn't thinking about that. I told Dad, I said, it's your fault. You have to tell me these things, you know. Tell me to park a certain way. Silly boy. They had already came and gone. They mowed it. They didn't have any problems, or they'd have been ringing the doorbell. Okay. So I had started talking about the calcium and what I might not have finished, but yeah, you can order that. I did. Okay. Both pills in one, but it was a lot more expensive, but then I have to factor in the cost of both different bottles. And then another thing to do is to put in your search, put it on your wish list, and then they'll let you know. Sometimes they'll let you know if it's on sale. And sometimes, you just make sure you get the same ingredients, but it is true. Some people do a better job, like, they're recording me. Okay, like Boomers Forever Young, okay? I took their products for a long time. And things don't fix you overnight, guys, It takes a little while, but I do like their products, and I believe in their products, and that's all I can say there. But the point is, they have a product called Boomer Boost. And we're talking to boomers, the boomers' age, we're older. And I don't know that I'm a boomer. They might have been before me. So that tells you something. Anyway, this Boomer Boost has got, or it used to have, 79, I believe, vitamins and minerals in it. And it's in a powder, okay? And then there's another product called barley. They've got barley and they've got Gladiator barley. And this is to do with barley seeds that were grown up in Canada where they don't have any toxins. It's supposed to be really good stuff. And it builds muscle. Okay, it helps you maintain and build muscle. Like when we get older and we start sitting around too much, we get flabby. And we got to get over that. I got to get over that. So we're going to be walking what we can. I need to figure out some stuff. I go walking, I don't want to sing that song. I'm gonna have to go in and get the keys and use that car, but I should just take a video of that because I bet you they got around just fine. Yes, it bothers me. That man bothers me. Okay, gotta get that song gone. I don't like it. I don't like those crying in your beer drinking music either. Because there was a lot of those. So you go out and drink in a tavern and listen to all that crying in your beer drinking stuff. That really made you happy, didn't it? Reminded you of all your woes. Yeah, I can relate with that. Yeah, that's a memory you might not want to conjure up. You know what I'm saying? If you can have any control over what's going on in your head, don't let it overtake you. There can be good things and bad things. And we got to find a way to control what comes in and what goes out. I have to watch it. Oh, that car is gone. Oh, my back hurts. Wonder how far I've gone. Not far enough, but it's 28 minutes, so that's almost half hour. And there's all these cars in the road, and my legs are feeling tired. I'll just make some excuses. Maybe I'll just get in the middle of the road. I don't know if they're cleaning or leaving. Well, the brake lights went on, so they're leaving. Maybe they're an Uber. Not an Uber, but a food thing. There's a lot of food being delivered on this street. I would like some of that. No, need to think of something good to make. Oh, so back to this cancer stuff. I think one of the important things that I learned recently from these people, which helped me a lot, is I'm not going to worry about sugar that comes from fruit anymore. It might be better that you individually put the fruit in your mouth and chew it up, but the dark berries and the strawberries, I don't think they're harmful. So that's been a big part of my smoothie, in the past. You need to mix your stuff with proteins and things. So the walnuts are protein. That's what they said. The nuts of the trees are protein. So there you go. Love nuts. So you can put it in the grinder. I mean, in the blender with your smoothie. And then I've got some spinach and some kale in the fridge. So I'll have to get some of that out. I haven't really had a smoothie with that. Now they mentioned bok choy today. No, I think he might have been talking about just eating it. But I know I've seen them put that in a smoothie too. Like a celery stick, but it's a bok choy stick. Cut it up and put it in there. So anyway, I just need to get back to my nutritional smoothies and do more veggies and less. I need a bigger container too, because it is true. I could put it in different dishes and put it in put it in a little cup with a lid and put it in the freezer and later take one out, just like your freezer desserts or whatever. I mean, it's not perfect dessert, but it's pretty good. You people that don't have to worry about sugar, I always add a little bit of the instant breakfast. Now, we had run out of what I was using because I was using Slim Fast, okay? And I like the Slim Fast because it gives you vitamins and minerals, it's supposed to anyway. And then it also helps you not be hungry. I noticed right away when I tried something different. I got a killer deal on some meal replacement powder shakes, and besides the fact that it really didn't taste the same, it also did not hold me. In other words, my hunger was back shortly after I'd had that. Whereas with the Slim Fast, I could go a few hours and not feel hungry. Maybe even longer, I don't know. But, and if I started to say that earlier too, if you do shop at Amazon, you probably already know these things, but you put these things on your wish list, and then they'll give you alerts. And I probably did, I said that. They'll give you alerts and say, hey. And then also, there's like Amazon has Amazon's Choice. So it might not be the one brand, but it's the same product. As long as you can trust that. But looking for a good deal. If you have it on the wish list, hopefully you give them I need an alert. Let me know when it's on sale so I can grab some type of deal. So I think I'm going to stop now because my body's getting a little worn out. And it's not like the street is clean, pair of people and stuff. I'd be walking around cars. So beans are good for you, and they have carbs. So I'm thinking they're saying things that are natural food. You need natural foods that have not been tampered with. They haven't put something in it to make it be preserved. You know what I mean? And they do that with everything. So you got your poisonous Roundup crap, and they're saying it's not easy to wash off. So that stuff has been, it seeps into the skin. So you do need to peel it, and hopefully you get it all. Okay, I'm gonna go sit down and watch TV with Dad, and get something to drink. He's watching his Heartland, and it's dark in here. I don't have my desk over there to go sit down on because I had to move it, and now I can't see. Okay, there. I'm gonna go in and get out of the dark anyway. There. Man, it's hot in here though. But yes, I need to do it. And one of the things they said to have is a kiwi a day. And I got a kiwi over here that's ready. Been waiting and waiting. This one is ready. Okay.
Doctor said this is usually a temporary state. I'm sorry, Ty, but now that he's a little calmer, I'd like to
Okay. Now I got stuff all over my hands. I have never really had kiwi very much, but they're saying 1 kiwi a day. You need 1 kiwi a day. And if you have 3, that's even better. Right now my throat is feeling very dry.
Who's this here, this handsome young man who's holding
So I'm going to I'll take the little part. Can you see what I'm doing? So this is the inside of the kiwi. And it was really hard when I first got it. But that's not bad. So I'm just going to take a piece out.
Remember what happened?
Mm.
Do you ever go into this big old thing?
Okay. I'm going to eat this part and give Dad the other part. It's really good.
It's all right.
And it's juicy. Where it was harder than a brick, you know, earlier.
The memory loss,
Mm.
lack of vision is all absolutely normal after this stage.
Mm.
I'll come back in a while and check up. In the meantime, get some sleep.
Really good. Mm. Ouch.
Hey, baby.
Hey, Dad.
You remember when Amy got kicked by the horse and went to the hospital?
Yeah, I know she's blind.
That's where she's at right now.
Okay.
What are you fixing?
Well, I just cut that kiwi open. So I'll just have to put it in a little bowl. It's really, that was pretty good. So they're saying 3 a day, all the better. My balance was off. I was just losing my balance. I want this. Yeah, especially when you know it's good for you, okay? Citrus is supposed to be good. Spinach, cabbage, probably all those greens, broccoli and Brussels sprouts too. Mm. Mm, so good. Ah, smells good. But my hands are sticky now. Ow. Oh man. Okay. I'm gonna go give this to Papa Bear.
That's really good. No, it's not.
I'll be right back. Ow. You want some of this?
I don't know what it is.
No thanks.
Okay, where are you at? Okay.
I'll send you back.
I forget where I leave this phone all the time, so that's dangerous to leave it behind. Anyway, that was pretty good. So the fruit, you need to eat it when it's ripe. And sometimes it just takes time to get ripe. And then you forget, and then it goes bad. And see, then I need to start, they said pears. There's like 7 grams of fiber in a pear, and that's supposed to be really good. And then the apple. So these have to be peeled because if they're not organic, then they've got Roundup on them. Ow.
I hope you meant for me to eat it all.
I did. I ate half and I gave you a half. And it was really good, wasn't it?
It was very good.
Yeah,
Very good.
because it was ripe. We waited until just the right time. So now I need to take some more out of the fridge. What I did was I got a 2-pound thingy, and then they were all hard as a rock. So I put them in the fridge, and I took like 3 of them out. So I probably should take some more out so they can get ripe. I kind of heard that you can do that with avocados. I'm not sure if you put them in the brown paper sack, but you put them in the fridge, maybe in the crisper, you know. And you just take out what you need. So you could probably take out 1 a day. And if it didn't ripen that day, it would be ripe by the next day. I love avocados. I don't like throwing anything away. It's not like that stuff is cheap. But anyway, just have to get on a regimen where, you know, just because it's in the fridge, you forget it's there. So I need like a list on the outside of the fridge saying this is what's in here, ready to go, you know. And we made chicken and rice. No, this is, okay, that's just soaking. Made cream of chicken soup mixed with rice. So we just need to add a couple other ingredients and that'd be really good too. And I imagine soup is good for you. I think I'll turn on a light. I'm just sitting here for a minute. Maybe I'll sit in this chair. Oh, this is a solid chair. Maybe I won't rock. Because the other chair is a rocking chair. So I'll be rocking. I like to rock anyway. So now I finally have a TV in this den and I have a chair to sit in. In other words, we went and I got a universal remote, Roku remote, same thing. So if you just got a Roku remote, replacement remote, it was $20. And this was a universal, but it was still just the same as, you know, the Roku one. And it was $10. So yeah, I got the $10 one. And then I couldn't get it to work, and I thought, oh my God. Anyway, Austin came over. He was bringing me batteries, but you know, after 3 days, I'm going, I gotta have some batteries. I thought it would just work. Well, you had to pair it, and I didn't know that, and I couldn't read that little teeny tiny print they got. They got this paper with this little teeny tiny print. It's like, gee willikers. Anyway, so I'm very grateful to Austin for getting that running. Very grateful. You know, if I just had something similar like in my bedroom, then I should have probably had those guys. They were going to put that desk in my bedroom, and I had a space in my bedroom perfect for it. But then, you know, Austin had taken the little couch. It was a smaller hide-a-bed, okay? So it wasn't a big full size, but it was a hide-a-bed that was removed from the hot tub room. So that was this big old space empty. And they were bringing my desk in through there. And I'm going, you know what? You can just put my desk right here. This will work. Because no one uses that room. And then if I want to sew, I could put all my sewing in there and wouldn't have to have it making a mess of my room. So there is a dresser that needs to come down to that room. It goes with the other dresser. In other words, the room in the corner where I was staying, there's 2 dressers there taking up a lot of space. And Teresa's taken her things out of the one dresser, and that dresser matches the triple dresser. You would kind of call it, you know, it's a bigger dresser, a nice dresser. And then this one is the chest of drawers that matches it. And so that one should come into my room and be in that space. And then I need to get a TV in there. I don't know. Everything's up in the air. My future is up in the air, okay? It's very precarious, is the word. Because I don't know where I'm going. I have thoughts of where I'm going. So it remains to be seen what's happening with me. And then there is the cancer, of course, you know. I don't want to talk about that all the time, but nevertheless, how many of us have it, people? I mean, really, if we knew, because they said there's hordes of people going in with cancer, okay? It's in one place or another. Now mine, I am not sure, you know, because all they told me about was my spine, and that's a big deal. My spine and then my lymph nodes around my breast. And if the lymph nodes were on the, I mean, if it's all around the same breast, then it hasn't gone to the other breast. And my surgeon did tell me, and I'm sure I probably told you guys, but when I'm going to be going back in for the finalization of my, I don't know if it'd be final, I'm going back in for the next step in my reconstruction, okay? I've had an expander in my chest since November 6th, I guess. Yeah, November 6th. So it's been quite a while. And he told me that when he goes in there to do the surgery, then he will take out whatever cancer he sees. So we know that there's one lymph node under my armpit. You know, and that's a good sign if it's just one. But then there's some under my breast, probably the same, because they said there's lymph nodes there. So it's in the lymph nodes. It's not a patch. Like I had originally thought, my surgeon said a 2-inch by 2-inch patch between my lungs. And I'm going, oh my God, you know. But anyway, it's not what the oncologist said. She said that I have some lymph nodes down there that have cancer in them. And that's what the lymph nodes are for, is to catch the cancer. But they sure didn't catch it all. And I wondered when he cut through it, it probably spread it. But it doesn't really matter. What matters is finding a way to get rid of it. And I was told, I mean, there's stories out there where stage 4 people have survived. And one was like 21 years. 21 years ago was told that she has stage 4. And my naturopath told me to get this one book. I can't remember the name of it, but there's a book out there that she said I should get and read. And it's talking about, I don't know if it's just 4 of them, but there were several. We'll just say several. It could just be 4. But it's a book of people who were told they had stage 4 and there was nothing else they could do for them. And they sent them home to get their affairs in order. And they survived. And what was their common thread? The common thread that they had was that they found their purpose in life. Like me and my channel, being on fire for this channel, because I'm able to communicate with you people. I mean, the possibilities are endless as to how many people could hear the word given to you by a strange bird. You know what I mean? Someone different than the ones you run away from. You shouldn't run away from me. I'm just trying to spread the good word, and also just open your eyes to things that are in those scriptures so that you will get in there and read it yourself. Now, you can have the books, you can go old school and just go through the books. And I do like that. Being able to thumb through and just flip over and just open a book and see where it lands. But I also, with what I've got going on, I'm very excited about. I'm excited to have the scriptures on my phone. And then to have an iPad over here that I can either read from my iPhone and put it on, you know, if I am recording with my iPad, then The screen is better instead of just a little teeny screen like my iPhone. That iPhone screen just goes down the middle of the actual screen when you're looking at my videos. If you're on your tablet, I'm still little. Whereas I could be the full screen if I record from my iPad. I just need a better iPhone too, probably, but... And I never have gotten my... what's it called? Tripod. The tripod's what holds the camera. And what I was using in there, first I had you just leaning up against glass, and then I put my phone in the I put it in the Ninja, where you would put that cup for the smoothies. I just put my phone in there and let it sit because it raised it up quite a bit. Plus it had a space in there that I could sit it where it would stay. Just gave us a better angle anyway. So you can see my face instead of just my chest down. Okay, let's see, where are we? We're at 51 minutes. Heartland's on the other room. I thought I might go in there and visit with Dad. Not really visit. He doesn't want you to visit if he's watching Heartland, okay? He wants to tell you everything it's going to do, everything that's happening. And I know them all by heart too, almost all. I don't know the ones after Ty died. When I found out he died, I just didn't watch those. It's like, I don't need sadness in my life. People, what's wrong with you? I know we need to empathize with other people and what they're going through. But when you're trying to stay happy, it's kind of hard with all the stuff that bombards you from the TV, from the world. And it is true, people. That's probably why they've started that war, because I mean, part of the conspiracy theorist is that, there are those who want to force the issue. They want Jesus to come, and they want him to come now. So they're pushing for it. Okay? There are things that have to happen first. A lot of things have to happen, but this is one of the biggies. The Battle of Armageddon. And you just have to know that Armageddon is a place, and it's a place where there's been many battles over time. A battle over Armageddon. I just remember hearing that every nation would be fighting over Israel. That's all I remember hearing. And what I just read was talking about the fact that they are trying to get Abraham's seed. Well, that's a hell of a lot of people. That's not just the Jews. I wonder if they realize that. Or maybe they're counting are we the Western part? They say maybe they're counting us too. And we do back the house of Israel, but that's what we should do. Because it is the people. They are the people of God. The chosen seed of God. That's why they're all upset with them. Okay, I'm getting it now. Anyway, people, we're all brothers and sisters. Don't matter the color of our skin. What matters is that we need to know who Jesus is, and we need to know there's a reason to be nice. You don't want to go around being mean, because you're going to pay for it, people. Whatever time he feels is adequate to repay what you've done. And he's mostly, just from what happened in 3rd Nephi, okay? 3rd Nephi is a very trippy book. And so I told you to read the first chapter, verses 13 and 14. Well, now, I knew that chapter 8 was going to be really spectacular. And so I went over and I read chapter 7. So I had a preface before chapter 8. And then I read chapter 8. And then I knew that chapter 11 It's when Jesus was coming over here to show the people who he was. He appeared in the Americas after he was resurrected, okay? Well, that record is in 3rd Nephi. And it starts for the whole thing when he's born. But then in chapter 8, that's what's happening while Jesus is being crucified, while he is dying on the cross. I deduce that myself, and it isn't just myself because I believe in inspiration. But when I was doing a heck of a lot of studying up on that mountain, I had no entertainment of any kind. I mean, and people didn't just come up there to see me because I was a long ways away. So me and my daughter were up in the mountain in a beautiful place by ourselves, really. I mean, I saw my brother once or twice, and I did come down to Mom and Dad's, but I had to come down out of the mountain and then drive clean across over from Washougal to Vancouver to see them and to see anybody that I called my friend. But that's all beside the point. The studying that I did up there, that's what I spent my time doing, studying. And I forget why I said all that. It had to do with the seed of Abraham, the chosen seed. Anyway, here's what the deal is. It just came to me, okay? This is the promise to Abraham, his children, all his seed, okay, all his posterity, and those 12 tribes of Israel. I am one of them. And what it is it says in there, I need to look it up so I can read it to you exactly, but it says that the whole world, everyone, the whole world will be blessed through the seed of Abraham. And you listen to what I just said. All these people against Israel, stupid. The house of Israel is the seed of Abraham. 12 tribes of Israel. And we are to bring the gospel of Jesus Christ and the baptism and the Holy Ghost and the priesthood and all kinds of things we are supposed to bring to everybody in all the world, okay? So there you go. Hence the missionaries. We're out trying to reap the harvest for Jesus. Bring people into the fold, all the lost sheep. Our brothers and sisters, no matter their station in life, no matter the things they've done, especially if you go back into their mindset and how they were brought up. And you got all these, like I said, all these cultures coming over here, and they don't know, they don't care. They just as soon kill you as look at you, probably, especially since you're an American. Think about that, people. It's good to be nice, it's good to take care of things, but you better be as wise as that serpent, just like Jesus said to his apostles when he sent them out to the masses where they hated Christians. They hated all kinds of things. There was a lot of things going on there when Jesus was around. Because there was these people called the Zealots. Okay, they were ready for war, and they were ready to take over the government, and they were fed up. Okay, so they've been waiting for Jesus to come. They were waiting for this warrior to come and free them from their oppression. Now, I put that in my own words, but that's the truth. That's one group of people, but then there's all these other ones, because there's prejudice no matter when and where. So there was Egyptians, and there were Jews, and there were the hierarchy above the Jews, thinking they were all that when they weren't. They thought they were the law, and they thought that they could have their law reign over someone who isn't even part of them. Trying to give these people crap for listening to Jesus. or being healed on a Sunday. Oh my God. People are crazy. They got caught up in their little rules, and then they forget to see what's important. And that's the whole deal there too. I mean, that's what we got to do, people. We got to see what's important. And somehow, we got to bring love around. I mean, it's hard. It's real hard to be loving sometimes. I've never said I'm a perfect individual, and I definitely got a temper. Don't like being messed with. Don't want to mess with Mary Lou anyway, I've told you people. You know, I read about a guardian angel before on here, and I found that got a lot of views, actually. Someone put it out there, because I don't know. Actually, I did hashtag that one, and I did say guardian angels. I forget what was my point with the guardian angels. Oh, and what they said was that no, not everybody has a guardian angel with them all the time, okay? But there are angels that are sent to intercede or on your behalf, depending on a lot of things. Because I was going to say your worthiness, but also in that is, God knows who you were before you were born. He knows the person you are. And there are things that do follow us from the life before that are good things, okay? And so then you can be seen for who you are, not just who you are here. And so, sometimes there are things that need to happen so that you can be protected. So it's just saying, I read it, and I forget what it is that I read. I mean, where you could look it up. It was about the one that had guardian angels. And listen, I do need to go, okay? You guys take care. And I will say I love you, brothers and sisters. Bye.